So Conor, Barnsley fight back in the second 45 minutes, but unfortunately it's defeat here to Bolton Wanderers. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, mixed emotions really. If I'm being totally honest with the game, I thought we were lucky to be only 3 at half time. Could have been 5. There's no getting away from that. There's no forgetting that. There's no hiding from it. Thought we were really poor, lethargic in the first half. Couldn't get to grips with the game or the momentum or the energy that they were creating at all. They had a free week, obviously, coming into this game. Was that something that they were a little bit fresher than us? I'm not too sure. And yeah, was kind of fortunate to be just 3 down at half time, to be honest. Look, made a lot of changes at half time. I felt like it was needed. And yeah, we went on to obviously show a bit of character in the second half and nearly got something from the game. So really disappointed with the first half and standing here a little bit disappointed then at the end that we could have got something from the game on top of that.
Yeah, it's obviously no secret that the first 45 minutes was a very poor performance. I can't imagine that's anywhere near sort of your standards of what you ask of the players.
No, absolutely not. No, obviously they're going for top 2 and they've had a free week and they created that energy and buzz and intensity that we just couldn't live with. Only for Owen Goodman, it could have been 4 or 5. I think Owen Goodman made a couple of really good saves, important saves, and gave us an opportunity at half-time then to go in at half-time, make some substitutions. It needed it. It needed a little bit of a lift, a little bit of new energy, bringing Philo on, bringing Patrick Kelly on. And look, when you're 3-0 down, there's nothing to lose. The shackles are off and you can go for the game. And look, that's always the message in the first half. That's why I'm here scratching my head going, why did it take us to the second half to have a goal really? And like I said, it's easy to do that 3-0 down. But the lads' second half, showed real character, real fight. And like I said, standing here now, I feel like it should have been, something from the game for us. So yeah, an element of disappointment, but I'm not going to forget the first half either.
Yeah, you mentioned half-time there, and obviously in the second 45 minutes, Barnsley came out looking like a different team and in the end just fell short of completing the comeback. Were the tough words at half-time to make that improvement a thing in the second half? Yeah,
tough words in terms of, look, I could have taken any of them off, Barrow and Goodman. He was the only one that probably come out in the first half with any little bit of credit. But quickly you need to move on from your frustration because there's 4 subs coming on. There's a lot of information to sort. There's how we're going to look when we press, how we're going to look going forward in attack, how we're going to look from set plays. So look, there's not much too much time to focus on the disappointment of the first half. I'll focus on that now, reviewing it. But obviously, look, we all know that the first half was poor, but the lads were really, really impressive in the second half. A team that I love watching, and wondering why we couldn't do that in the first half really.
I know you'll look to pull the positives out of that second 45 minutes, and in particular the 4 players that did come on at half-time certainly made a really good impact on the game.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Yeah, Philo obviously scored again, which is great. Patrick Kelly come on, and look, I didn't want to not start Pat. He's been one of our best players, but he needed a rest. As I said in my press, that there's going to be team sheets that come out and go, why isn't he starting? Why isn't he starting? And look, I needed to take Pat out to give him a little bit of a rest, but second half it just shows why I want him in the team all the time. Nathaniel Albetta was really good going down the left as well. It was an attacking outlet for us. And Mal was good in the back line as well. So look, all added to the second half performance. And yeah, like I said, we could have got something from the game as well.
I guess the frustration is that obviously that second half performance is there. The performance at Oakwell last weekend, it is there, but it's about trying to do that now on a consistent basis, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm always scratching my head, wondering why we do it in certain games and then not in other games. I think at the moment, how I feel going into away games, I'm not quite sure how we're going to look and how we're going to play. When we play at home at the minute, whether it's Blackpool, Stevenage, Northampton, I know we're going to put in at minimum a good performance. So the home form at the minute and the home performances are definitely a positive, and I know going into each game will be okay in terms of I'll enjoy watching the team, but we really need to sort out the away side of things. We've not won games really away from home since Peterborough away in the Cup, since Doncaster away in the league. We've picked up a couple of draws and done okay in some of them away games, but we're not quite getting the wins we would like away from home, which needs to be addressed.
And just finally, Conor, it's relentless, this sort of fixture pile-up now at the back end of this season. Another game coming on Tuesday evening against Stevenage once again, but a good opportunity to quickly try and get back to winning ways.
Yeah, we need to, yeah. In tomorrow, rest and recover and do a post-match on it and see where we can improve. We need to, follow it up now with a bounce back performance, first half and second half, and really go and attack Stevenage and try and get the points that we want.